Hi, this video is a response to a question I've had, a viewer question I've had recently about FG knots. So we're going to be talking about that today. It's not so much about the knot itself, but the finishing that really confuses a lot of people and causes problems for the knot. You see, the thing is that the knot itself is fine. The harder you pull, the tighter it gets. But if the finishing comes undone, then everything slips apart. So let's get going, and I'll hopefully share a few tips and tricks I've learned along the way. And what I've got set up here is just for the sake of the video, I'm holding the end of my braided line here in my fly tying vise so I can talk to the video, and the other end I have it through a very whippy rod, a light ugly stick in a rod holder over to my right so that I can work with my hands. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to have enough braid here to tie your knot. You want to have enough leader here to tie your knot. Okay, and you want to establish away from you and towards you. Okay, so I'm going to be working with the line coming from closer to the camera to the braid. Okay, you want approximately 6 inches of line, leader line here, and approximately 10 inches of braid here. So we're going to start here, this part of the line, and as we wind, it's going to slowly get closer and closer to the vise. Okay, so about 6 inches, I would say closer to 12 inches up. Okay, just to make sure you have enough tag. So we're going to start on this side. Okay, we're going to wrap this behind towards us, around towards the camera, pull tight. Then take the same thing towards us, towards the rod, towards the camera, pull tight. Okay, now that's one twist. We're gonna do 20 of those. Okay, towards me, towards the vise, towards the camera, up. Towards me, towards the rod, towards the camera, whoop, and up. Okay, and let's just keep going. You'll get the hang of it as we go. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you can see as we're working this, it's coming closer and closer to the vise. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It gets easier as you go along the way. 18, 19, 20. So that's the easy part. We all know this part, okay? Getting this nice long chain here. Now, finishing the knot. That's where it gets interesting. I'm going to release this from the vise. First thing I'm going to do, so we don't lose everything that we did, is just do 1/2 hitch. I'm going to take my tag end, it's towards the camera. I'm going to bring it around both lines towards myself, around, and see that loop that I created there? This loop, okay? I'm going to take my tag end, go around both lines, go through that loop. Again, okay, my tag end is here. Okay, I'm going to bring this around both lines Okay, keep coming around. Yeah, see, you can see the bitter end of my tag here. Okay, around both lines, still around, and then through this loop that I've created. Pull it down, okay, for the half hitch. There. Now, the next part is important. This knot is still not strong. You have to tie it tight, okay? It's better if you wear gloves, but in a pinch, I guess you can use your hand. Best use if you're not used to handling braids and lines with your bare hands, use gloves, okay? I'm not going to use a glove because I'm used to this already. Okay, and you see as you pull it tight, this knot goes from light color to a darker color. Once it becomes dark, it's locked in, it's good. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can pull this even tighter so you can really see. Okay. Get this in. Okay, that's as tight as she's gonna get. Okay, and you can see this is turned, oh, I gotta untangle myself, really dark along here. Okay, that's what we want. Now, from there, where'd this go? Now we need to finish the knot. Okay, this is the part that gets tricky. Now I've heard some people say, oh, just use super glue. Every time I've used super glue, my main line broke where the glue was. Okay, so I don't do that anymore. So we have one half hitch. Now you have an option. You can do a whole bunch of half hitches and a lock knot over both lines. Okay, or you could do the Rizzuto finish. Okay, for this demonstration, I'm actually going to use the Rizzuto finish. Okay, so we have the line here. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take it. You see the tag is hanging down. You can see the bitter end of my tag right here. Okay, taking it towards me, come around both lines, coming towards the camera now. Okay, and I'm going through the loop 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tighten this up just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to take this resulting loop and I'm going to twist it the same direction, up and towards the camera 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold that loop and slowly, gently pull the tag. Okay, and if you have to regrip a few times, do so. Just keep everything nice and organized here. Okay, there's your Rizzuto finish. It's a good knot. Now, to make sure this is locked, we're going to go and finish up again on just the braid itself. We're going to ignore this tag. In fact, you can cut it off already. Okay, so off she goes. Okay, now the braid itself, and I know it kind of creates this ugly gap here, but it'll go away. Okay, so first half hitch, we're going to tie that a little bit on the looser end. Okay, there we go. Okay, that was over, so the next one's going to be under. I'm going to come from underneath, go through. Now you can make all of the half hitches in the same direction, all of them up, but I like to go over, under, over, under. It makes it a smoother transition for the chain knot, the chain of half hitches. Over, under, okay. Whoop, it's bunching up a little bit. There we go. And you really want quite a few of them. Over. Yeah, you always want to discipline the braid when you're pulling it tight. Don't be in a rush and yank that braid. You want to always discipline the loop and keep everything straight. Okay? Once you have a whole bunch of those, then you can tie your lock knot. Okay? Make your loop just like you're doing a half hitch, except this time you go around the main line 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Again, discipline the end of the loop. Okay? And pull tight. There. So you end up with staged finishes. 1, 2. A thin one and a thick one. Okay? And I tied the risotto finish to show, actually a lot of times I just use half hitches. This time I tied it so you could really see the bulk of the first knot over the lesser bulk of the second one. Okay? I hope this helps. Wish you guys the best. Good fishing out there, guys.